Hello Cancer, and welcome to my channel. This is going to be a general reading for those born under the sign of Cancer for November 2020. Now while I'm shuffling, I'm going to be doing these readings a bit differently, so if you have a look down the bottom left of your screen, you could see me there. So it seems, at least from previous videos, that I sort of asked if people thought if they were more comfortable with seeing their reader on camera and that sort of thing, or just worried about the cards, sort of which views, blah blah blah. The video did really well. No one really mentioned anything, so I was like, well, no one didn't like it, so it seems people do. I'll keep doing it this way. So good stuff. Anyways, oh yes, this will be a general reading, so it may not resonate some or all parts with you, and it may focus on relationships, career, wealth, spirituality, whichever way it goes. And we'll see what comes for you, Cancer, mid-November 2020. This one. Okay. Knight of Pentacles. You're coming in here. Something has been slow and steady coming into your life here, Cancer, or you may just be going in a very cautious, not cautious, conscious aspect of how you're moving forward. Eight of Wands. So yeah, there may be some fast moving action here, or there may be some fast movement around you, so you're kind of taking kind of the lower road to sort of, you're not rushing into anything, you're not trying to sort of jump to conclusions, I suppose, for some of you, maybe, if you're dealing with that sort of situation. But what I'm getting here is, like, whatever you're waiting for, it seems like it's going to be coming very quickly towards the end of November here. So you may start to receive a lot of communication. You may start, I'm getting for some of you some recognition, possibly for some work you may have done previously, or it's recognition in a way. I'm getting, it's like if there was some, if there it's kind of specific, but if there may have been some people that have been sort of saying things badly about you to other people, there are actually some people that are actually taking your side in this manner. And now I'm saying this may be a bit specific, and there's possibly no way of finding this out, but I'm getting that you actually have more people on your side than what you're aware of. I'm getting with this card here, some people are actually going to be speaking up in your favor. So whether you're aware of that or not, it seems like that's a very good thing. So great. You've got Four of Wands here. So you are fastly moving into a situation of great happiness. It seems like there is going to be some communication here that's going to definitely put you in a good mood, but this action, this communication, whatever that you've been waiting for, once it starts moving, it's going to be happening very quickly. I'm getting that this is going to be quite soon, and this is what's going to be taking you into this wonderful life that you've been hoping and dreaming for. This could be, this wonderful relationship you may have been wanting to manifest into your life. Ten of Swords. Yeah, seems like it's been a wrong road for you, Cancer. There's been a lot of, I'm getting for some of you, there's been some deception, there's been heartache, there's been a hard road that has been walked for you, Cancer. And it seems like it's well deserving that you're moving into a much more positive energy here. There may be something too, I'm getting for some of you, that there's still maybe a couple, there's maybe, at least I'm getting it's one major hurdle that's going to be coming up for you around this situation, but it's nothing that you can't overcome. You're going to have what you need to overcome this, is what I'm getting. Six of Cups. You may be dealing with someone from your past here, but what I am getting is like this, either the person, the people, the communication that's coming in, or whatever this movement is, this positive movement, I am getting it's very positive movement, is going to not only put you in a much better place in life, and I'm saying that more in a physical manner, like may not necessarily be where you, for some it may be you literally up and move to a different location, that's better, but for the majority I'm getting that it's going to be, this is more, I suppose in a spiritual sense, and this is more in like a more emotionally balanced sort of sense. So this is going to bring, I'm getting a sense of there's a lot of balance that's going to be coming into your life through this positive movement here. I will be clarifying these cards once I'm done laying them, so we'll get some more info on that. So here with Eight of Pentacles, you're going to be working very hard, putting a lot of hard work in. For some of you, there are people around you that are basically supporting you in your work, is what I'm getting as well. Or you will be getting support where you're actually sort of actually being told or recognized for it, and it's not something that you're kind of assuming. But what I am getting is like, if you have been sort of dwelling on the past anyway, or sort of had any misgivings, or maybe something may or may not work out, or this sort of thing, it's basically whatever it is, it's just keep working at what you're doing. Things are starting to fall into place. It seems it's going to start happening quite quickly. Yeah, there is still one obstacle in the way though. That's what I'm getting for some of you. Yeah, Seven of Swords. There may be some people that, like I say, some people are on your side, some people may not be. So there could be some, like for example, if this is a situation like I was saying before, where someone or maybe a few people or whoever may have been speaking ill, and people are defending you, then they're kind of increasing their efforts. And it's like, that didn't work, and it's like, it's kind of, it just sort of, for some of them, it's going to make them try and work harder at it, and try and like change people's minds, possibly. So we'll get some more information on that too. But yeah. I am getting, it's like, for some of you, it's just like, keep going with your work, don't listen to others' opinions, essentially. Four of Pentacles. Things might be a bit tight for you coming through this period here, Cancer. I'm getting that this is with money. Possibly it's like you're working hard, but you don't have many resources to work with, is what I'm getting. So you're keeping things quite close to the chest at the moment. You're not sort of sharing a lot. I see like there's a lot of isolation here, except that what's coming in, there's a lot of isolation here, and there's hard work. This is doing a lot of things on your own, and you don't have much to give or to share, and so it just sort of, you're just focusing more on what you can do and not what you can't, is what I'm getting. Three of Swords. I'm getting a lot with this row here. This could involve someone from your past that's like for example, if someone's broken your heart in the past, this could be a person that's trying to turn other people's opinions against you, that sort of thing, because they don't like to lose. Pretty much, they don't like to lose. They are losing, it seems, and they're just putting in even more and more effort. I'm actually getting No, that's the Three of Swords isn't your energy, it's their energy, Cancer. They're going to be really hurt from this because they're going to feel like no one's on their side, no one has their back. You know, trying to, if in any way this person trying to sabotage or bring you down, they won't be successful, and in fact they're going to come out as the loser from it. It's one person that's doing this, but they have other people around them. I'm getting possibly 2-3 others that are around them. And this is like their little inner circle where they sort of do all this stuff, and then they're trying to go out sort of beyond this circle and make the whole world like that little circle. They're going to be quite disappointed, it seems. Whatever efforts they're putting in, it's going to come back to them. It's going to be, essentially it's being reflected. So don't worry about any outside influences here, Cancer. Keep working on what you need to work on. If things, you know, you haven't seen immediate results, or things haven't been, or you have seen some but it's not enough, that sort of thing, keep going with it, and don't worry about the others. That will be taken care of, it seems. They're doing themselves in by even trying. Four of Swords. There's going to be some time here for reflection, I'm getting as well, but I think that's maybe what it should be too. It's what you're putting so much tireless effort into, and I am getting that some of it is quite tireless, or it's like wearing you out. I just lost what I was going to say. It's completely just dropped out of my mind now. Anyway. The reflection. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, the message is that it's like you may be putting too much into what you're working on and not enough on to what you actually need. So here with the Four of Swords is remember to take time for yourself, make sure that you're doing okay, and also reflect about the things that have been going well. You know, put gratitude where it's deserved, and all this sort of stuff. It's like that's what's being left behind. So and it's all swords here in this row. I think this is going to, you possibly intuitively you may know this is going on regardless. I'm getting that for some of you that's going to be the case either way. I'm sure that you knew what was going on before you come across this reading. So but if that's the case, for this person's energy, it's going to put them out of action for a while. They're going to lose a lot of respect. They're going to be losing and losing and losing. The more energy they put into doing that, the more energy. It's not even a thing. It's like a direct route, like straight back to them. And the harder they try, they keep. And it's like, well, what if I try even? And eventually, they're just going to go, screw it. Because I see they're going to lose to the point where they're just going to give up. There's no point. And it's like, I think they're going to have to accept the loss with that one for you, Cancer. Bottom of the deck here, the Sun. Everything's going to be fine, is what I'm getting. It's like this whole reading is focusing my attention a lot on this Four of Wands. And that's essentially what's coming. That's what all this is leading to. And also too, for some of you, I mean, this may be also due to some of your karma. So, I mean, things will have to sort of work themselves out. If you've done your part and they're doing things incorrectly, then that's their karma. You know what I mean? All you got to worry about is that you're not the problem. And, she'll be fine. Yeah, Two of Wands. I'm just getting it strongly, it's choose the correct path here on this, because there's some hesitation here. You don't want to move until you've basically heard something. For some of you, I'm getting it's like you're waiting for a message to come in, you're waiting for someone to contact you, and that sort of thing, and that's going to provide you the path. Yes, you don't know which path to take, and so you're not moving at all until you get the communication, the sign, whichever you need, or whichever you're focusing on, which isn't an unwise thing to do. So sometimes if you're not sure, if you don't know, sometimes the best thing to do is nothing, and then you know the answer will present itself. I always like that scene out of it's a silly movie. What one was it? Men in Black 3, I think it was. Remember, if you've ever seen that, there's a scene called it's like the key lime pie scene. Essentially, it's if you're really stuck on a problem, you can't figure it out, you go, what the hell are we going to do, etc, etc, etc. And his solution was, it's basically we're going to the, and this is at a point where the whole world is under threat. And so it's like, no, we're going to not worry about that for the moment. We're going to go to the cafe here, we're going to get some key lime pie. And it's like, are you out of your mind? So essentially they go in, order some pie, they start having a conversation about other things, blah, blah, blah. And then the solution for the problem they were looking for that seemed impossible, but before they'd finished the pie, it was already clear. Sometimes you have to remove yourself from the situation completely, and the solution will come when you're least focused on it. Otherwise, it's quite literally like watching water boiling. So don't sit there and watch it boil. Go and do other things while the water's boiling. And before you know it, it's like, oh, that's right, the water's boiled. Fantastic. Or, you know, make a coffee or a tea or whatever. But essentially it's like, and really, it's easy to say that, but why people say it, picture yourself really sitting there like just watching water boil. Watching water boil, and just how much energy and focus and distraction and irritation that you'd be feeling. It's like, hurry up, you're just like, you're watching every little bubble. You know what I mean? That's sort of where that analogy is coming from. It's why I use it. It's when you really focus on what it means, it's like you can really start to see, it's like, wow, that is such a waste of energy. It's like, why am I sitting there watching the water boil? It's ridiculous. You know, sometimes it takes someone else to kind of put that across. It's like, oh, that's so simple. I didn't look at it that way. You know? Right. What's this communication that's coming in here? Five of Pentacles. I'm getting for some of you that this communication is going to help alleviate some of your concerns, but I'm getting this is more of a worry, and this is what's causing some hesitation as well. It's because you're fearing an outcome as well, and that's also causing that hesitation. I'll get another card for that one, because it's like, again, that's not exactly unwise. It's whoops. We have the Seven of Cups and the High Priestess. Yeah, it's just simply, you've got a lot going on in your head at the moment. It's just, you may be confused about things or which direction to take. And it's basically saying you don't know everything. You don't have to. Use your intuition. Follow your gut feeling. Essentially, that's the advice there. Whatever communication comes, you know, expect the best, but be aware that it may be the worst. You know, but don't focus on it being the worst. It's like, that's where the caution is. I'm getting that water boiling kind of thing is when I'm looking at the Five of Pentacles. Actually, now I'm getting that really strong. Yeah, so essentially that Five of Pentacles is, watching water boil. You've just confused. You've got a lot of things going on. There's been some heartbreak in the past. There's been, obviously, things haven't worked out the way they should have. I see this revolving very strongly about one particular person. So this could be a relationship. You've had your heart broken in this relationship. Things haven't worked out. They've actually been quite deceptive and manipulative and worked against you and sort of thing. So it really hasn't worked out the best way in that situation. So, I mean, there's a lot there. But that's also why I'm saying make sure it's all great that you're working very hard and tirelessly at what you're trying to do, but that's that word, tirelessly. It's like you're going to get tired. Take time for yourself too. Wands, King of Cups. Yeah, emotional balance, physical balance. May also be a fellow water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio you may be dealing with. High Priestess, I do sometimes relate to Pisces, maybe dealing with. And it was the second time I was getting that from that card, so I mention it. I'm going to... Let's concentrate on this row of swords here. Okay. Ten of Swords. What's this in relation to? Two cards. Yeah, you're dealing with a player. That's not always what that card represents, but I was getting that real strong. Come through. Oh God. Okay, I'm getting something else through which I don't really want to say. But it caused you to block their heart, but I'm getting this as strongly, this energy from this other person. This person, I'm getting that again. I'm getting it repeated as they're a piece of shit. Okay, so that was like the second time I come around, I'm going to say it. So whatever your misgivings, look, or whatever you have like ill feelings about yourself, or whatever you feel others may have about you because you allowed yourself into this situation, a lot of this was their own doing. This is something that's kind of been done to you. Okay. And it just sucked. You're dealing with a real piece of shit. That's essentially, sorry, but that's what I'm getting quite strongly. The Two of Swords, you're dealing with someone quite unemotional. There's someone that has their heart completely blocked is what I'm getting. But this also caused that, or whether it has or not, but hopefully it hasn't, but could have caused you to have some blockages too. And this is possibly what's causing some confusion with forward movement, especially if you've been dealing with very difficult situations with pieces of shit in the past. Then of course it can make things difficult to move forward, or to try and see which path is the correct one. Because I'm sure this looked like a correct path when you were on it. It's like everything seems like it's lining up. And you got played. You got screwed over, quite simply. I'm getting that quite strongly for some of you. It may not be for all of you, but for some of you, you got screwed big time. And I'm not saying that like to be a prick. I'm just saying that because I can see it quite clearly. Well, yeah, Six of Cups, that's what it was. King of Wands. So you may have... I'm getting this, if I'm actually getting this in relation to this energy here, if that was someone from the past, for some of you, may have been dealing with the fire sign here, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But for the rest of you, it's like you're focusing on your work because that's giving you a self of confidence. It's giving you that determination, that focus, and that's what you feel that you really need at the moment. And not, distractions are fun and everything, but you need to do something that has more purpose to it. And I think that's what you're really starting to understand within yourself, and that's why you see yourself working so hard at what you're doing, is because it's giving you purpose, and it's giving you confidence. It's making you feel better, like you're doing something good, in the world. So yeah, keep going. Just don't kill yourself in the process. It's like you got to take time. Make sure you get enough sleep. Make sure you're eating properly. Make sure that you're like regulating yourself. Like, you don't need anyone else to make sure. It's like, oh, look, you've been working for 10 hours now. It's like it's time to have lunch. You shouldn't have someone needing to do that. If you haven't had lunch in 10 hours since you started work, set up something on your phone or something to remind you. It's good to take breaks. Okay, so yeah, I was focusing. Where I was going to focus next was the Eight of Pentacles there. Magician, you are manifesting this. Well, I'm getting that with this purpose that I was speaking of. It's like it's going to get stronger. This drive is going to get stronger, so it's going to be even more important to make sure that you're getting the time, giving the time to yourself that you need. I know I tend to say that a lot in readings too, because it is very important. You don't, if you're no good to anyone else if you can't take care of yourself. Okay, and then you're not at your best, and that sort of thing. So just don't overwork yourself, essentially, is the main thing. But what you're creating here, you have everything you need. If anything, this has made you stronger for it. I feel that you've learnt a lot of lessons. I feel that you've already dealt with a lot of this in the past. And that's possibly why this Ten of Swords was coming up, is because I'm getting that it's the main effect of this Seven of Swords here. It was the Ten of Swords. But for some of you, actually I will get one card again, because I forgot about that, was the Ten of Swords. What's the, because for some of you you're getting, there may still be one hurdle. What's this? Ooh. I had a whole bunch flip in reverse just let's see what's coming up. What is this? If this is a major hurdle coming up here for some of these Cancers, what are we dealing with? Yeah, I see pride and ego. It's this person's pride and ego is what hurt you the most. It's like it was unfathomable. Just the depths of it. So yeah, in that sense, that's what I'm getting the most strongly here, and that's this. The clarification was also in relation. All the clarification was in relation to this person. So, yeah, if you are coming up with a major hurdle, that still there is, it's not nearly as major, but you may see it as such. What's the expression? Storm in a teacup. It's going to be a storm in a teacup. You're going to see it as a lot worse than what it is. Yeah, that's essentially, if that's your situation, but everything else I've been getting has been dealing with this this energy here, and this mainly this there's definitely mainly one person I can definitely see here that's been the cause of a lot of it. Okay, so let's see. Four of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, whatever resources that you're lacking at the moment, this is going to start turning around for you. That's what I'm getting. Fool here, the Three of Swords. This is, you're going on to something so much better. If anything, like, even I find it difficult to believe describing it this way, because of course, like, I'm a human being too. I've gone through a bunch of difficult situations because, you know, life. But it's like, if anything, this sort of energy that you've gone through, this person, these people that you've been dealing with, if you're going like up here like this person coming in the way they did has kind of, it's like put you even on a higher sort of trajectory. I don't know if that sort of makes sense, but oh God, I hope it does. Because that's essentially what I'm seeing. It's going to be, there's going to be a complete change around, a complete turnaround here. Your fortunes are going to change. I'm not a believer in luck, but I am getting that this is going to be like, your luck's going to change is what I'm getting from this reading. So, and this is going to be the start of something completely new. This is going to be a new phase in your life, essentially. There's going to be, yeah, a lot of confidence, a lot of balance, emotionally, physically. And 4 of Swords here. 7 of Pentacles, yeah. Reflection. Make sure that you recognize your efforts. See the work that you've done. Look over it. And say, I did that, you know. It's like seeing what did really work, you know. And you're not happy with these parts of it. It's like, this part sucks. What's wrong with this? And then start seeing, you know, start analyzing what you've been creating. And it could be a case of like fine tuning it. It's like, oh, I've been wasting my energy trying to do this, and it's not working this way because of this reasons. If all I do is take a step back and go like this, it's like, that's going to work. What I've been trying to make work isn't working because I've been trying to do it in a way it's not supposed to work. So it's like that sort of thing is, it's fine tuning. The Center of Pentacles, again, it's reflection. You're moving into something completely new here. And this is taking stock of things. So when you're going into this new path, this new energy here, what are you taking with you? And what are you leaving behind? Oh, yeah, the 8 of Cups here. It's like there's going to be definitely a person, seems some people, that are going to need to be left behind here. But this is also going to be some aspects of you or aspects of your past that are going to be closed off. And I'm getting it's like finalized. So there's going to be some acceptance in that needed as well. There are some things that are going to change. So, oh, okay, I got time. It's already, Cancer always ends up my longest reading. You know, because Cancer. And don't worry, I'm a Cancerian too. Actually, I have Sun and Moon in Cancer. Maybe rising, I don't know the time of my birth. If you work out on the dawn, then I'm a triple Cancerian. But closest approximation would make my rising in Aries, which would make more sense, quite honestly. But, yeah. Awareness. You need to raise your awareness. I've heard this one Swami say it this one way, and he emphasized it so much, this word, the way he said it. I've got it that way stuck in my head now. I've probably watched him for 5 minutes. Every time now I see that word, awareness, it just pops in my head like that. All right, the Magician, which, is that not the second time that's come up? Oh yeah, right there. So you have the Magician twice, awareness. This is, okay, this is manifestation on a different level. This is like, yeah. I'm just getting, it keeps getting the same way. This is like a manifestation on a divine level. Okay, so this is like the very sphere around you, the very cosmos around you, the very air is going to change the way you change. This is this is what I'm getting. Okay, here the 8 of Wands again. Here, positive movement forward, which you had here as well. This is all going into a forward positive movement. This is all very much dealing with pains from the past here, and that's possibly with the Six of Cups. This could have been a karmic relationship that you were dealing with. I'd sense that very strongly for some of you. And apologies if I didn't mention that earlier, because I'm focusing just on these two cards here, which is poking out at me. But the Fool here, the Magician twice, the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, take care what you're manifesting, because it's going to start proving, like, you got the Sun here, which I see this as the universe itself. Like, you are creating your own universe as you go along. Okay, so be careful what you're manifesting and what you're choosing to bring forward into this new positive movement, into this, it seems like a new life that's coming in for you. You may have someone that's coming in here as well. You have water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You have fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You do have Aries quite strongly with the Magician twice as well. Also have a bit of Pisces there, maybe dealing with Pisces. Oh, and Aries again too with the Fool. Does represent the Fool as well. But it's like, it keeps taking me back when I'm getting taken aback when I'm looking at this card, because you have such a great potential to change not only yourself but the whole world around you, you know. So the advice here is to be conscious of that, and it's with you with this reflection. Make sure that you're not wearing yourself out. Is if you don't want to be making hasty decisions, you know, that sort of thing, and being careful of what you take with you and what you're leaving behind. You know, leaving behind what hasn't been working, emphasizing and working more on what does work. It seems like you're manifesting a wonderful future here, Cancer. It sucks that you're dealing with a piece of shit. That really sucks. But I can. Yeah, well, I mean, they've been made quite clear, and I can see them for who they are. And that's no fun, and it's been going on for some time, is what I can see. Some of you, I'm getting a year minimum, is what I'm getting. So that's been ongoing for a long time, but it seems here like if you're still in this energy, it hasn't been finalized, it's going to be finalizing soon. Your person, or this person that's been trying to do this, is gonna get what's coming to them. Okay, but enough on that. That's your reading for today, Cancer. So I just wanted to say that I hope this reading helped bring some clarity to your situation, and take care. Thank you for watching.